We're seeing another entrainment of severe weather, getting close to those areas that just keep seeing it one after another. They either get snow, ice, or severe weather, so we're watching that very closely, of course. And then as we head out into that region, and then we head out into the Pacific Northwest, we'll kind of zip over that way. To our, it looks like, well, I guess it decided not to, yes. La Nina pattern firmly in place, and what that usually means is the storms run over the top of us, and then we end up getting a lot of offshore events, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now with a mild Santa Ana wind. And for the most part, though, the wind really shouldn't be too newsworthy. We'll hope it'll stay maybe below 40 miles an hour under the strongest gust, but you get below some of those passes and canyons in both LA and Ventura County, and it might get a little bit gusty out there. Today, temperatures close to normal in many areas, otherwise still slightly below as we just continue to see this kind of cool pattern sort of lingering across the region, although Santa Maria at 67, that's not bad. Pismo 66. You'll likely see some Santa Lucias the next couple of days as well. Right now, a lot of 50s out there, and look how close everybody is in temperature range, which means that you're not really seeing much in the movement of the atmosphere, no big real shocks to the system. Mild winds right now, although we're starting to see the development of the northeast flow slowly as we head through the night. Right now, a lot of moisture out there, so patchy clouds are still possible at the lower levels. We could see a little bit of fog here and there, and of course interior areas. Look how wet it is in the southern San Joaquin Valley, where they're dealing with a lot of tule fog. So looking across the country right now, developing high pressure for us, a lot of inclement weather for much of the eastern half of the country, and that high pressure will develop further and give us that mild offshore flow, and it might be a real slam dunk easy forecast. Offshore flow, really no big deal, but there is an area of low pressure to our south, a little cutoff low. So as we look at the satellite, all the storminess mainly staying well to our north, but it's down to the south that we have to keep an eye on, that there could be some clouds being pushed up by a little area of low pressure, what is referred to as a cutoff low. And as we look at the FUTURECAST, we'll go ahead and watch, and you can see a lot of the arrows pointing offshore in that direction. And then look right here, this area of low pressure kind of flirting off the coast of Baja. And cutoff low, the old saying is a weatherman's woe, meaning that they're hard to sort of gauge what they'll do exactly. This one's forecasted to kind of drift east under us. Now, is there a chance we could see some rain? Very, very slight chance, and that means that we'll look at our FUTURECAST as far as that prediction. And I kind of pulled it out a bit so we can kind of include Southern California. And look, as we go through about Tuesday, there is some measurable rain kind of popping up in certain areas, and it's even throwing in some of our mountains. That would be Ojai and Fraser Park. So we'll have to keep an eye on it over the next couple of days. Otherwise, it's the Santa Lucias for the central coast, and for the most part, it's the Santa Anas, which will be our main weather story driver over the next couple of days. Of course, watching and keeping an eye on that little area of low pressure off the coast of Baja. As far as temperatures, despite the fact that the clouds will come in over the next couple of days, look at that. We see some low 70s. The computers had a hard time pulling those up over the last several weeks. And as we head into Monday, looks like more widespread upper 60s, maybe mid to upper 60s, and a few low 70s popping into the map. So for the South Coast, on Sunday, mostly sunny, cool to mild day out there across the board. Just a nice day, really, if you get in the sunshine. Not bad at all. Looks like Los Alamos will go to 65, Lompoc 62, and Santa Maria nice, comfortable 63 degrees. As we head a little farther to the north, despite the fact that you're in the 30s for the southern Salinas Valley for your start of the day, you go up into the low 60s by the end. And Pismo Beach about 43 in the a.m., and by the afternoon 61 degrees. And as we head down into Ventura County, same story there. Inland areas cool, even cold for the mornings, but not too bad. And then by the afternoon you warm up close to 70 degrees in Ojai, Santa Paula, and then out by the beaches more toward the mid 60s. We do have some surf out there. A little northwest swell is kind of kicking around the region, so that's good news. And tides are very mild right now as we go into first quarter moon. And there's your 7-day forecast. Went with mostly cloudy on Monday. Slight chance of maybe a sprinkle showing up in Southern California, which means we have to keep an eye on it. Sunshine does return by Tuesday and Wednesday, and look at that, a couple of 70s. And then another system will knock on the door as we head toward Thursday and possibly Friday. Didn't put any rain chances there, but there is a slight chance that some sprinkles might flirt with the region as we head toward the beginning of next weekend. Tracy?
All right, thank you for that.